welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity Deadfire. I was just leaving Nakataka. I was gonna go wander around, but I needed to get down to I have a couple quests I needed to get updated. One with Captain Ferrante and the other one with the the new blood pirate. I can't think of her name. Adise. She's in 4th Deadlight, I believe. And then I had this message. You received a message from Pallegina. Pallegina's farewell. Pallegina. To the Watcher. I regret to inform you that due to your recent hostile actions toward the Balian Trading Company, I am obligated to return to my superiors and give them a full accounting of our time together. I will not be returning. If you have any concerns or complaints about my service, please direct them to the Duchess. Well, you little bitchy, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't like her too much anyway, and she didn't have a quest of her own, so bye. May is no longer aboard the ship. She's left to a missive. Oh, okay, so I've lost 2 companions, and I believe she was part of one of my quests. That's fine there, too. Maia's farewell. I have my gripes with the Captain. I have my gripes with the Navy from time to time, but I know we're here to do good work. Wish I could say the same about you. Someday you might learn what it means to be part of something important. You'll probably get yourself killed long before that revelation takes hold, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You have a knack for survival that I admire. You're more than your busted-up castle and twisted soul. You have the chance to be something incredible. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you can get to work on making Aor a better place with the rest of us. Best of luck, Maia. Below the signature, the parchment is marked with the indentation of a familiar Italian. She wasn't that great anyway. So they are gone. That is fine. I hope they return me. Oh, they gave me their outfits, right? It looks like they did. Maybe? I don't know. I don't even remember what they had on them. But I gave them some good stuff. Oh well. Too bad. Too bad. Oh, also, I wanted to look for the burned book because I think we can speak to... Okay. Burned... Where is the burned book? Here it is. Is this it? Yes. Supposedly, we can recontact Magra. Open the book.
That display at the Kahanga Palace was shameful to witness. Nothing less than proof of why mortals require capable rulership and a strong hand.
Okay.
When I walk among them again, chaos of that sort won't be tolerated. Authority and temperament are non-negotiable.
You blame mortals when a god is the one sowing chaos. Yep. Most of Glens don't respond well to pirates kicking down the door. I wish I could have done more to help. The Queen wasn't exactly in the mood for compromise. Nope. Yeah, you blame mortals when a god is the one sowing chaos.
Aethys has done nothing but expose an existing fault. One which would have cracked even if we had let it be. My siblings took a valiant swing at Aethys. But it seems our intervention will have to wait until we've had time to gather our strength. What of you, Watcher? Your bearing is set. And Ukaizo looms on the horizon. After everything you've seen, do you believe mortals are equipped to take control of their destiny? Or do they need a firmer hand?
A firm hand crushed my castle. I could have done without that. Mortals have a chance if you'd only give them time. Arrest put me here, so I guess the gods are doing something right. Mortals will destroy themselves if the gods don't show. Society isn't perfect. It isn't meant to be, exactly.
Idealism like that will get you into trouble. Someone must impose perfection.
No.
Someone must demand it.
Nope.
Without the gods, justice and law have no teeth.
Liar, liar.
Find Aethys. Follow him to Lost Tukaizo. If he listens to reason, then your naive optimism will not be put to waste. How my siblings preened and postured after the events at Hasongo, but came no closer to consensus. I cannot stomach such disorder. You didn't need to reignite the Adra Lighthouse. You helped the colony knowing that Aethys was already moving toward Ukaizo. Why?
The Huana are protective over the native Adra. I knew they'd appreciate it. Baitani deserved to have the right. Luminous Adra is no good to the Valiant. Payment reward the usual. The Huana are protective over the native Adra. I knew they appreciated.
Now you see what can happen when mortals assemble to meet a crisis head-on. Collaboration on that scale is rare, but also unreliable.
No matter what answer I give her, she's going to have a comeback to it.
My more compassionate and optimistic siblings are no doubt overjoyed, thinking they've somehow gotten the better of me. How wrong they are. I had a lingering hope that brute force and black powder would bring the Deadfire to heel and compel the mortals to work together. You've dashed those hopes efficiently.
No.
Prioritized Powder House is destroyed. And as usual, I am proven correct. Compromise between mortals is impossible.
Canyons don't start conversations, they only end them. Vietalia's navy doesn't play well with others. You don't enjoy watching mortals vie for dominance? Canyons don't start conversations, they only end them.
How very astute. The Royal Deadfire Company is a ruthless bunch, but they adhere to maritime law. Their example could have imposed order on the lawless frontier.
No.
Had Aethys never inflicted such disorder on the region, we might one day have witnessed a peaceful Deadfire. Think on that.
Well, it is going to be peaceful because I am to kill them all.
You may not believe me, but I was giddy with delight as I observed that shake-up in the Valiant headquarters. Nothing excites me as thoroughly as a good trial.
A concocted trial, a lopsided trial, one that,
Clever Alvari relies on pragmatism and numbers. Under her leadership, I have higher hopes for the company's financial security, if nothing else. I'm skeptical that coin can navigate society toward anything but corruption. But I appreciate the merchant's willingness to challenge a failure of leadership. So, another of Nekataka's dirty secrets comes to light in a spectacularly dramatic fashion. You should think twice about your Huana friends if anyone pleads ignorance about the dragon beneath their streets.
Yep, I know, I agree about that too. All three of them had nasty crap about them that I don't like. I feel like I was coerced into what happened at the Royal Deadfire Powder House. Yeah. And then being made to lie about it. I mean, I tried to go back and see if I could change that, but the game won't let me. It wouldn't load up to the point before that. It probably did that on purpose to make you replay the game.
A dragon is not so easily hidden from the world, much less the eyes of royalty.
Outsiders put the Huana in an impossible position. They compromise their ethics to survive. No, I'll say nothing.
The Huana thinks the diminishing of their oldest talent is a test from the gods. They couldn't be more wrong. Everything they do is a test, and we observe closely. And yet, you allowed the beast to hunt the sky again. Was its freedom worth the price of an orderly, balanced society? Think on that.
Yes, it was.
I'm beginning to question my trust in you, Watcher. This is a sacred communion, and your conduct is beneath any acceptable standard.
I'm sorry to be so disappointing because I believe in my own ethics and not yours.
Even though you are living up to my admittedly low expectations of mortals, know that I am displeased, and that is a dangerous way to approach me.
You have no power over me. I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing.
Is that how you see it? Very well, then. I am the one at fault for putting any trust or confidence in you. From now on, you do just as well to leave my book shut forever.
Wodica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
Okay. I really don't care. Okay, so we need to go down here to Fort Dead. So am I going to get attacked now? And also that reminds me, I am now on my... I'm also in my new boat. Okay.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Oh, goodness, not the gods again.
A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Yep. They're wanting to know what Aeltis is doing. Yeah, I figured I was going to have this pop up as we were cruising around.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodica. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodica. Wodica screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Shut up. I'll just wait until you're done. That doesn't sound like the normal queen of the gods. I know. Have to cover Wodica's burned book and signal that you'll talk later. Aeltis could be destroying the will right now, and you're arguing? I'm gonna say nothing.
Wal smiles.
Enmity and animus, watcher. Two old songs we sing in well-practiced harmony. Unable to reach accords, we compete to see who shouts best Shakeora.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
No, because you were just mortals who became gods. You're not going to be... You're humans. I mean, you have the mortal mentality. And you're corrupt.
The Watcher's return. Perhaps we should hear what she has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
Are you planning progress? Are you planning something new?
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Those don't look storm dark to me.
Is there nothing we can do?
Mogren glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Didn't Magra mention this once before?
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The pallid knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed in our god forms, we can possess you, our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb your souls, granting us additional strength.
So you're talking about us godlike, huh? Pallegina isn't, a godlike. You mean Pallegina, Tikio, and me?
You, Helia's wayward daughter, Ondra's precious son, and thousands of others. Yes, you would all die.
The Pallid Knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Well, thank God.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Oh, you let something slip because I wasn't aware of that. I don't think anybody knew that you gods could take us godlike people's souls.
Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now?
Yep, true.
But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Right, because I haven't had one of those lately. Yeah.
Magrin smiles.
And more are yet to come.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's kind of funny.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
They're acting like children. The Guardian is but one more thing that will fail before me, or fall. Guardian of Ukaizo?
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
Nobody does.
Will you divulge our every secret to the kith, Magrin?
Magrin shrugs.
If it suits me.
Well, you guys are just,
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
Won't Aethys take care of it? Why can't you just get rid of it? So I have to fight the Guardian of Ukaizo. Any suggestions? Why can't you just get rid of it?
It is its own creature, Watcher. It does not listen to us.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand? What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
It's a long time coming. Keith will finally know what a bunch of frauds you all are. With the gods' guidance, we might survive with Aethys' plans. We can no longer count on the gods for guidance. Kids will have to figure this out on our own. This doesn't feel like the act of a caring god to me. Aethys is going to destroy everything. I still don't understand what this all means. What will happen when Aethys destroys the wheel? I'm tempted with the very first one because it's my whole nature about religion to begin with and gods. But I still don't quite understand what happens if he destroys the wheel, because when I was going back to a previous Let's Play where Bareth or Magra, I think, was first talking about this, when my first confrontation with the burned book, she was saying that before the wheel, they designed the wheel that souls got lost in between, and that they didn't always reincarnate the way they should have, and blah blah blah. And it's like, but that's your take on her. That's what you're telling me. But is it the truth? Is it what really happened? You know, I just don't trust the gods for telling me anything that's right. So yeah, I still don't understand what this all means. What will happen when Aethys destroys the wheel?
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain. When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives.
Okay, that's a nice explanation for that.
The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond, from the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world.
So without the wheel, how do the souls go from the in-between to the beyond?
Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between.
And how do we know that? Because before you built the wheel, it still ran on its own. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. But this is their concept of, I know, it's this world's concept of the death cycle. You go into the in-between, and then eventually you go into the beyond, and then from the beyond you go into a new life, new body.
When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Aora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us.
And how does it affect this, and how does that affect the gods?
Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life.
Oh, okay. So you need us to keep you guys alive. So when you build your machinery to turn you into gods, you incorporated that into the machinery. So you're using us. See, that's why I can't trust you. Nope.
Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born.
Why do you waste time arguing then?
How can we not? We are each of us beholden to our natures. It is how we made ourselves, just as you are bound by the choices you have made.
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand?
It's a long time coming. Kids will finally know what a bunch of frauds you are. We can no longer count on the gods for guidance. Kids will have to figure this out on our own. I agree with that.
Perhaps you misunderstand. This is not a test you will overcome on your own. Aethys intends to change the fundamental structure of life and death. Does that not frighten you? You, Kith, who are most vulnerable?
Fatalism helps no one and solve nothing. I trust Aethys. There is nothing to fear. It does, but I will not fear, but I will not let... It does, but I will not let fear rule me.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
How did Aethys fool you all? You're the most powerful beings in Aora.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wotica balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wotica then, and looks instead to the pallid night.
Pointing fingers at each other isn't helping the matter either.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
We'll learn and grow as Aethys intends. We'll remake our world without you in it. Don't worry, there will always be a place for the gods. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think this is true. There will always be a place for the gods in Aora because human nature needs... They need someone to count on, someone to make their life miserable or less miserable, however they see it. I don't know. But aren't you curious to find out? I think we'll learn and grow as Aethys intends.
Lal's many eyes bounce and blink in quiet delight.
That would be quite amusing indeed.
And what if they fail?
Then they die. And so do we.
We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic.
See, I like Helia. Out of all the gods that I have met here, she is the one that I would like. I think I mentioned it before. I like her. She didn't seem like she really has too much of an ulterior motive like the rest of them. Though I'm sure she does, because she subjected herself to the will to become a god, right? A goddess. But I like birds, and so she's with the birds.
Worika drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
No, bitchy, nope.
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Worika until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothis yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothis may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I will make him heed my words. He's not going to listen to me. I'm just a kid. I don't owe you anything anymore. I will make him heed my words. Well, he's not going to listen to me. I'm just a kid.
Never have I known Aothis to converse with a mortal as he does with you. Your opinions must matter to him a great deal.
The Pallid Knight's stern countenance softens.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
What happens if I fail to convince Aothis of anything?
You will not fail.
Oh, really?
The Pallid Knight conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all-too-familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
Well, it isn't really a familiar ceiling because I just bought this new boat and I haven't been here yet. So, okay. Ooh, it's a little bit more opulent, isn't it? Ooh, I like it. Oh, she did come with me. Oh, definitely like it better. The sailor hums happily.
Sure. Yeah. Tell me what's on your mind.
Nope.
You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and...
Okay. It looks the same on the inside. I thought it would be bigger.
Wonder what Pa's up to.
Oh, it is bigger. Okay.
Greetings again, Captain. Do you require my...
Nope.
Kedete Elahiza. Ask, please.
All right, nothing
Later,
new with him. Where's,
Do you need something? What's on your mind?
Nope, nothing here. Let's go up on deck then. See what the deck looks like. You know, we have all this room up there now, guys. You don't have to be down. So we got Ora the Mad, Arena. Here we go.
It is relaxing to crouch in your shade, Captain. I hope you do not mind if I tarry a while. I come to you with another tale of indecency, assuming you would enjoy having your blood flow steered southward.
Is this your version of foreplay? If this is your version of foreplay, any chance of skipping to the good parts? Yeah, steer away, helmsman.
Before I came to Nekataka, I spent many a night alone tending to signal fires on the beaches of my village. One lonely evening, a shadow approached me. He was an Almawa as tall as the crags of Magrin's teeth.
Pikio cranes his head back and smiles at the thought.
He planted his harpoon in the ground and knelt to warm his hands.
This is getting good. What did he want?
Well, the same thing anyone wants at night, around the fire. Warmer hands.
Yeah,
He was a whaler on a year-long voyage, his ship weighed down with meat, oil, and bone. But he studied me like I was something new to the sea. For hours we spoke of his travels. He left at first light, but not before asking to touch me. Here.
Did he who raises his fingertips to the circular spot on his brow? So the spot. You bring your hand up to touch Akio's head. He accepts the gesture, leaning into it. His brow is slightly moist, but Takihu's spot is notably soft to touch. After lingering a moment, Takihu eases back, smiling a little as he breaks contact.
By day, he traded with my village. I saw him in the market, the Ranga's hut. He saw me as well. When the moon rose, I led him from the guest hut and showed him the stars from the beach. And much else besides.
Are you telling me stories to make me jealous? What exactly are you working with down there? Come on, lover boy, let's be off. So what happened to him?
He is out there still, spearing Ngati's less handsome children with his magnificent harpoon. We did not last, but that is not a story for today.
What exactly are you working with down there?
You mean the prize lure of my tackle box?
Oh, the wordplay here.
I am as the goddess made me, beautiful, imperfect, and desiring. Nothing else matters. There is some faint bioluminescence, quite harmless.
No, come on, lover boy, let's be off.
Thank you for listening, Captain. You would be surprised.
Takihu's about to say more, but waves it off.
It is no matter. Another time.
Something wrong? He merely smiles and shakes his head, his bubbleless hair squishing gently about his neck. Okay.
What say, Captain?
I've been thinking, let's take this slow and go back to being just shipmates. Nope, okay. So we're romancing, but we're not really doing anything. Okay, Anything up here I can talk to Seraphim.
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
Nope. Alright, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything that we needed to update with our peoples. Okay, so we're still on our way to okay. We're gonna get accosted along the way. Birds! Means we're getting close to land. Okay. And she is in the command, which I think I have to go to the court. Yep, so I'm gonna pause while I make my way there. Okay, so we are here now. Let's see if we can find her. She's supposed to be here. Where's she at?
Why not?
Well, how come it doesn't pick up? That reminds me, I think I need to buy stuff, don't I? Yes, I do. Just do it? No, I have to do it in port. But she's not here. I wonder if she's in the... Okay, let me look at my journal. So... Beautiful Lion, speak to... No, not that one. Not that one. That's the final... Find the ship graveyard. Alright, where was this at? Location. It's gonna be in... No, not classic. I want a location. There we go. It's not gonna be in Nikataka. It's gonna be in Deadfire or Fort Dead. Beautiful Lines, yes. No. Issued proposition. Here she is. I've dealt a blow to the... It's time to meet her at Fort Deadlight to deliver the news, and that's where I'm at. Oh, Fort Deadlight. Well, okay. I thought she would be here. Where's she at? Maybe she's in her court? Where are you at? That's someone that's
looking to share more tipple and conversation. Oh, map.
Well, this is weird. Unless she's down. That's the harpsichord. Where the hell would she be? I'm gonna have to pause while I find her. Well, I wasn't able to find her anywhere. I'm thinking maybe it's because we'd already talked to her about it. I don't know. Maybe it broke the game. So I'm gonna go to Donangi because I have some quests I have to get updated there. Plus the one with Ferrante. Okay, he's up here. Well, we don't want to make sure we don't get that storm. We also have some, we still have that island down here we haven't been able to get into yet. Okay, we're going to pass the storm. Yes, we are. All right. Yeah, we have some bounties we have to get. Oop, here we are. You are being boarded by Raja the Red Beard. You got 17. I have 10. He's a level, I think he's one of our bounties, I think. The Siren Song. You know, can I name my boat? Because I was going to name it. I wonder if I can name my boat. How do I name it, I wonder? Yeah, our boat is much bigger than yours. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm just gonna let the EI go and see what happens. The AI go and see what happens. Of course, we have 2 less people now.
I think so.
We have 2 less party members, so we'll see.
Dizziness, tremors. Oh, I've been poisoned.
Try something else. Look out! After him.
Oops. Seraphim is almost dying here.
Everything hurts, Savvy.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself. Okay, so morale gained 1. Experience. A rank, a level. We got some new people with us. Pig sticker gained a level. What did they have? Do we have a head in a bag? That's water. They have a new cannon though. Bailey and Hullbreaker. How about the gold? I didn't have much gold on them. Okay, let's see here. We're still on our way over here to Da Nang. So we need to go to... Okay, yep, this is one, I believe. Let me look. I haven't made notes. I think one of them is in Lifter's Refuge. Okay, so Bounty. He is still out here. He's still, and I still have to go. I think this is one I need to turn in. Nope, that's still one more I need to do. That's one more I need to do. Turn to... She is in Lifter's Refuge. Okay, so I need to turn to Odiki? Whatever her name.
Aye.
Oh, there you are, right there.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
Well, you don't have to worry about Kruma any longer.
Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. They tend to hold a grudge.
Okay, so 1500.
Hey, you're better at this than I thought. You open to more work and more coin for your troubles?
Sure, what bounties do you have?
Your next target is Kuaru, a Huana captain with a black mark on his name. He sees outlander ships like floating game ready to be harpooned.
Well, I've been kind of staying away from the Huana ships, so maybe I don't have it. No, I don't. I'll take the bounty. Well, yeah, I'll take the bounty.
The Huana fleet cherishes him as a patriot, I say.
Tequila worries the back of his head.
Kuaru helms the junk Kamat O Ngati and lurks on the outskirts of Kua Urikuhu island chain, east of Nekataka.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna make Tequila mad, huh? Well, then I know there was another one here. Bounty. Him? No. I know there was another bounty. I thought there was. No, I guess not. Honor enough among thieves. Speak to... Okay, that's... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why she wasn't there at Fort Deadlight. So I only have a couple bounties left. Alright. So I need to go to... I need to go to the... I need to do supply, and I haven't done it. We're gonna get attacked now? Probably.
I've been loyal to you a long time, Ferrante, but I cannot abide this. Over here, my friend.
What is it?
Diverus, is it settled now? I do not like having my hand forced by some rogue god.
Goldfin,
Indeed, the vote has been cast. There can be no dispute. The trader Aldis will hang.
What? Oh, that's why she wasn't at her... Port Deadlight.
Your vote of confidence is appreciated, my Consuelo. Rest assured, you have made the right decision.
The Black Pox seas we have? What a fucking farce! Mark my words, Councilman. Your souls will be damned for this scheme.
The captain rubs the handle of her gun, but wisely doesn't draw it.
Do not forget your promise, Ferrante. With Eldis out of the way, you will sail us to Ukaizo, well before the Huana, the Valen Trading Company, or any others can plunder it.
Oh, wow.
The god will lead us there, and the floating hangman will navigate the storms.
Ferrante nods at the two council members before noticing you. So the floating hangman is how we're supposed to get there?
Watcher, your timing is impeccable as always.
The highest ranking member of the council of captains tugs the frilled ends of his sleeves before offering you a charming smile.
We have just concluded a vote of phenomenal importance.
Blast this! You can outvote me, but you can't make me stay and watch.
Nan Marina spits at the foot of her chair before storming away.
And you! Best watch your back!
She shouts at Benrith. Did you turn her in? What's going on here?
One of our Consuelo members, Captain Aldis, has been charged and found guilty of those crimes, punishable by death.
He clears his throat beneath your scrutiny. And those crimes would be...
Defiance. On several past occasions, Aldis has willfully dismissed the mandates of the Consuelo.
He flicks the count on his fingers, so she's rebellious. Would Pirate isn't.
Oh, there is more.
Bronte raises a second finger, adding to the list of crimes.
Negligence. Too often, Aldis has outright neglected her responsibilities to the Consuelo. When a meeting is called, the presence of all members is required.
In other words, she didn't come running when you called. He grins sharkishly, a third finger held in the air.
Excessive cruelty. Aldis and her new bloods often commit extreme violence in pursuit of financial gain. This drives our foes to take harsher measures against us.
Oh, you're just too weak to handle the Valiant Trading Company shipments? Or you're just too weak to handle the Valiant Trading Company shipments? The captain huffs out a heated breath. A fourth finger joins the others.
Sedition, which you witnessed firsthand when Aldis negotiated with our enemies without the consent of the Consuelo. She has single-handedly endeavored to spark a civil war within the Principe on multiple occasions.
Don't know what you're talking about. His eyes narrow, but rather than argue, he continues on.
And, worst of all, betrayal. Aldis sacrificed an entire crew of Principe in an ill-fated attempt to lure out the floating hangman so that she might captain it. And before anyone argues again that we've no proof of her insidious betrayal, Benwith, tell the Watcher what you explained to the Consuelo, if you please.
I sank, Aldis lured some poor unsuspecting crew of fusty old bloods right into a rumoured route of the floating hangman.
You lied, right?
Sure enough, Rivan sails out of the fog and destroys their sloop.
He chuckles smugly, scars stretching tight across his cheek.
Of course, it isn't merely Benwith's testimony that has brought Aldis to justice. The fine captain was instrumental in capturing her to stand trial.
That's right. She shot me for it too.
Benwith sniffs, jaw clenching at the memory. Whoa, I'm gonna kill you. I should have killed you the first time.
This Consuelo session is now concluded. Benwith, leave us so that I might speak with the Watcher in confidence. I will alert you when I have need for you again.
Be sure you call for me. I want to be there when she hangs.
He pops his neck and sneering saunters away.
What happened at Margran's teeth changes everything. We must acquire the floating hangman if we've any hope to reach Ukaizo before Eothas destroys everything. Which brings me to my current problem. Somehow, Aldis has uncovered a means to summon the floating hangman, but she destroyed the research when she was captured. I need what she knows before I can hang her. Obtain it for me, and I will grant you her seat on the Consuelo.
I'm sorry. I'd say I'm sorry it's kind of this, but that'd be a lie. Oh. Oh my gosh. Do I want to kill everybody in this game? It almost feels like one of the Dragon Age ones where that happened. I ended up killing so many people I didn't really want to. I already got a bad soul, right? My soul is all twisted, is from what I was told by Maia. Mm-hmm. Well, I will talk to her and see what she has to say.
My crew has been questioning our captive for hours now. Perhaps you will fare better. She is locked at the top of Balefire Tower.
Another quest updated. Honor among thieves. Ferranti believes Adis has been withholding information on how to control the... Okay. I haven't even found the floating hangman.
Leave it to the new bloods to betray each other.
Yeah, I've been with... Why the hell did you do that? Here we go, to the towers. I don't think that went anywhere before, did it? All these damn games are forcing me sides, to take sides here, to take sides there.
Behave now, Captain, or we'll beat you bloody. Again.
I'd like you to try. No, really. Come closer. I'll stand right here while you do.
She winks at you, a perfect guise of nonchalance as she leans against the wooden pillar, but you can see her muscles are tensed, ready to strike.
Whoa now. You can't be up here. Not unless you've permission from Ferrante.
Startled, the guard jerks a hand for the hilt of her weapon. Roll your eyes.
Am I to take that to mean Ferrante did send you? Ah, right then. Apologies, Captain. One can never be too sure what this weasel and her crew might be up to. I'll be right nearby if you need me. Careful. She bit Rue's nose off.
She dips her stiff bow before stepping aside. So what do we all have up here? I don't know if I was ever up here. Rust and Blood, Hinge, I think I was. Yeah, I have been because their stuff had been taken. Okay. So there's only a couple people here. We could probably take you if need comes to that. Let me save.
If your face is to be the last I ever see, I might die happy. What's happening out there? Any word from my crew?
She leans forward, features sharp with cunning.
Better yet.
Her voice lowers to an excited whisper.
You wouldn't be here to free me, would you, Loveson? What do you say? Let's kill Ferrante and burn his corrupt council to the ground. If my eternal devotion isn't enough enticement, there's a council seat in it for you.
So, Wink and tap the side. So why didn't you tell me what you knew?
Sorry, Captain. But I couldn't well trust you until I knew Ferrante couldn't buy you. Whatever he's planning for you, Kaizo, I'm sure the bigger part of it's to better establish himself as a tyrant. Me, I just want to lead my pirates to gold and glory. The information you seek is safe. No worries there. Help me handle Ferrante, and I'll gift you the floating hangman on a golden platter.
If you were ambushed by Bereth, you wouldn't have stashed it that well. If you were ambushed by Benreth, you couldn't have stashed it that well.
I destroyed it before Benny could get his grubby hands on it. Should have burned him too. But I guess I'm a sentimental sort.
Why destroy something that could help the Principe?
I love the Principe, but I love my life a little more. It was the only way to ensure my survival.
So you memorized the information for leverage.
You're smarter than you look, Captain. And don't you ever let anyone tell you otherwise. I know the secret to summoning the floating hangman. Of course, with the research destroyed, I'm now the only one who knows.
As a watcher, I can see your memories once you're dead. There's no reason for us to be at odds. Tell me and I'll try to help you. Yeah, as a watcher, I can see your memories once you're dead.
Maybe. Or maybe I'll be gone into the cold depths of the afterlife before you can blink. I've got a pile of gold waiting for me in the great beyond. Best believe I'll be running to claim it. It would seem we're at an impasse. How's it going to be then?
You're letting your ego guide you rather than thinking realistically. Can I? Oh, that's a lot of them here. You're no better than Ferrante. Set an example for your pirates by changing your ways. You'll be hanged as a traitor. Your legacy destroyed. The Principe needs a sustainable future. You think this will save you, but it won't. We don't have time for this. Every second we argue, Aothis is another step closer to breaking the wheel. I want your cooperation in securing the floating hangman. What do you want from Ferrante? See, I'm not knowing what to do here because I have the Huana on my side, right? Wow, I just don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't like Ferrante. No, I don't. You're no better than Ferrante. Set an example for your pirates by changing your ways. Yeah, you're no better than Ferrante.
Oh, my apologies. But the ends justify the means when the future of the Principe is at stake.
Well, you're letting your ego guide you rather than thinking realistically.
Think I should be a martyr for the faction. I'm not the one making a choice that'll incite open war.
Well, you'll be hanged as a traitor, your legacy destroyed.
What does one have, if not life nor legacy?
She shrugs her shoulders, an awkward movement with her arms bound. We don't have time for this. Every second we argue, Aothis is another step closer to breaking the wheel.
And that's my problem. How?
It's everyone's problem.
I might not care about anyone else, but I do care about those who are loyal to me. If I can help save the Principe, you'd best believe I will. All right? I'll tell you what I know, but only if I'm to take Cluse's voyage rather than hang. I'll take my chances with the sea, and when I return, Swabby, I'll remember how you helped me.
But only if I'm to take Cluse's voyage. You sure you want to do this?
I like my odds, personally. In fact, if I were you, I'd bet on seeing me again someday.
She settles it back against the stone wall and tosses you a cheeky wink. Okay. So, I didn't let her go.
You have my answer. Do with it what you will.
We can try, but Ferrante's likely to be as stubborn as you are.
Well, if he can't be convinced, there's always an alternative plan. He dies, I lead. Once Ferrante's out of the way, you and me'll be free to take the floating hangman.
She leans forward to give you easier access to her bindings, looking pleased. I need time to think about it.
Time is the one thing I don't have in spades at the moment. Try to hurry, will you, lovesome?
Okay. So, what was all that updating about? Always agreed to take in exchange for what she knows. Hopefully Ferrante will agree with it. Okay, we'll see. But I don't think he will. He wants her dead. He wants her dead. Because she's competition.
I cannot hold Aldis for long. Already several crews have grown restless. Violence will erupt eventually. It is imperative we acquire the information we need before there is a riot. I do not know how Aldis learned of the battle at Duskenaya, but if she was researching it, she is most certainly seeking a means to captain the floating hangman.
So she memorized and destroyed the research.
This is a most distressing turn of events. I see no recourse open to us than to hang her and search for Rivan's galleon by other means.
Well, why not trade with Elise? Mercy for information.
Who knows what Aldis could do with the information were I to release her? She could sabotage our efforts to reach Ukaizo, or steal the floating hangman before we have a chance to acquire it.
No, I don't want to do it your way.
I am pleased you see reason in this matter, Kasita. Unlike others we know.
So why do you want the floating hangman so badly?
If it is true that Rivan's galleon can subdue the weather, it would be a vital asset to my fleet.
So at least we'll tell you what she knows if you let her take Calusa's voyage instead of hanging her.
I have an angry Consuelo to appease. Were I not to hang her, it could be misconstrued as sign of weakness on my end. I need to bring her fleet in line with a display of power.
Well, Andra's mother, Mordo, is a death trap. The storms will sink her for sure. She'll die either way. What does it hurt if it gets us the information? Yeah, Andra's Mordo is a death trap. The storms will sink her for sure.
I will concede to your point. So long as I obtain what I need, the information and Aldi's death, what matter are the means? Guards, bring me the traitor captain, so that we may send her on her final voyage.
With a flick of his hand, Ferrante sends a handful of armed guards stomping off for the stairs. Okay.
Tell me everything you know about the floating hangman. Do not spare a single detail.
Well, it's been an hour, so I think I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode because I might end up fighting them here. I don't know. I just feel like I'm being pushed around all over. I'm not liking the feeling. So anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.